So, of course, we are talking today with Jason Boyette, host and creator of Hey Amarillo's leading it's Hey Amarillo, it's the city's leading podcast. It should just be called
Hey Amarillo's leading podcast.
Hey Amarillo's leading
the
podcast.
leading one in my office.
Okay, so let's talk about your guest this week. Interesting one. Really interesting.
So my guest is Steve Brown. Steve is the founder of a marketing agency called ROI Online. It's one of those unique kinds of Amarillo stories where he's based here, he's got kind of a small staff here, he has contract employees all over the United States that work for him, and he's got clients all over the United States and as far as Switzerland that he's working as a marketing agency for. So he's got a big footprint and has chosen to build his business in Amarillo. But the path of how he got there is a really wild one. Yeah. So he grew up here, was one of those kids that didn't do great in school, kind of didn't know what he wanted to do, so ended up working in the restaurant industry for a long time. Finally had an opportunity to move overseas and went to Japan for several years. And the thing that I took away, he called himself a chicken fried steak guy. He was like, if I go to any restaurant, I'd go to a Chinese restaurant, figure out a way to get them to make me a chicken fried steak. He just didn't want to branch out. And it took moving away to really kind of break out of that bubble in terms of experiences and likes and dislikes. And, moving to Japan and living there just really expanded his horizon. Not just chicken fried steak, but spiritually and emotionally and all these things. And so we talk in the episode about what that meant to him and then what it meant coming back. And after coming back, he really sort of found a purpose and a pathway in his career.
It's very, very interesting. And he is a good example of you don't have to know what you want to be when you grow up when you're 18 years old, right? Like your life, you can be a lot of different things when you grow up.
Like what he's done, it's just been within the last 15 years. He was one of those non-traditional older adult students at Amarillo College trying to figure out what he wanted to do.
And he has also written a book.
Right, yeah. So we talk about his book. He just wrote a marketing book called The Golden Toilet,
which sounds wonderful.
Is a great title. It's a great metaphor. His idea is that everybody comes to him and says, you're a marketing guy, I need to build a website, help me build a website. And he's like, well, that's fine, but the website is a tool. Let's talk about what your business really is. And so he likens that to a golden toilet. You go to somebody's house and they don't have a toilet, well, that's a weird thing. If they have a golden toilet, that's also weird. There should just be a toilet, but let's talk about the rest of the stuff.
A regular toilet
so
is fine.
So websites are people's toilets. They're a practical tool. You got to have one, but you shouldn't have too fancy of one.
Got it. That makes sense. That's really, really funny. So you can check out that episode over on Hey Amarillo. You can find it on all of the platforms that you might listen to a podcast. Really quickly, I want to mention I went out to judge an art contest today with the Barrio Art Project, which you, I think, are supporting, and you are an artist in it. And so I just wanted to say everybody needs to go out and check out that art show.
7 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight at the Wesley Community Center. It's free. Lots of great art. Yeah, definitely come see it. I'm one of the organizers, but this year I actually painted something for it. So.
Listen to me. Jason Boyette is a Renaissance man if I have ever seen one, that is for sure.
I wish I could play the violin like that.
I know, but you do have a man bun, so that's good.
I do.
All right, everybody. The poll is coming about the man bun, by the way. We just have to work on some things.
I can't wait.
Stick
I need
around.
guidance.
This week's Do My Job is a little hot and cold. Is a career in home building in my future. Find out next.